Welcome, welcome. Just gonna finish getting set up here and then I'll get started. Thank you for joining. Dealing with post-front conditions. Why we got the bluebird skies. Welcome all, welcome all, welcome all. Thanks for tapping in. It is Sunday, 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 Sunday. That's a shitty cast. Spin back around. You just joined in. I appreciate you tapping in. Figure I'd go live before the end of the day. Original plan was not to go live. My original plan was to make a fishing video. So here I am. I'm gonna go live instead of making a fishing video. Hope all is well. Thank you for tapping in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Want to follow me on a more personal level? Feel free to check the link in the bio for the Instagram. I do post on Instagram just about daily. Right now I'm fishing the Kitsap 7.8. I have been throwing a little bit of everything right now. Water temps are 50.80, which isn't too bad. Warmest water all year. Getting later in the day, should be able to find a bite, find a fish. I'll switch up between the G flag and the Kitsap. I also have a mag draft. I have a rubber 5/8 black and blue jig. I got a chatterbait, spinnerbait, crankbait, rattle trap. Be sure to share this with your fishing buddy. I'll put you all up on my chesty here shortly. Check the chat. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Joseph, how you doing, man? Hello to everyone else. It's probably like a 51-degree day. This morning was low 30s. Monster cold front pushed in. This Friday, it was high winds. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Let's go ahead and put you all up on. Ken Dog, Seattle, what's up, man? Ken Dog C. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. We're at a local lake in Kitsap County, Washington. Put you all up on the chesty so you can see what I see. I've had one bite. I was here for about 2 hours before I decided to go live and share with y'all the bullshit that I'm dealing with right now. Not really. In my opinion, overcast, cloudy, rainy day is a way better day to catch fish than a day bright bluebird skies, at least in the early spring. We have a little bit of cloud cover, but not a whole lot. Air temps are down about 8 to 10 degrees. Just overall temps. It is what it is, though. Can't catch something. Hope all is well. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Yep. Good old face shot. Please share this with your fishing buddy. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, check out some of my latest videos. There we go. Skip that 8-inch swim bait underneath there. I bite earlier in the day. When I first got here earlier. Felt like the fish tried to eat the blade. And if you're familiar with this bait, this rig comes with the wire right here. I pop that wire off because it always gets knocked off, breaks off. So if you do this little agglomeration of pieces on there instead of that little wire, you'll never lose that blade again. I have a video for that. All right. Got another boat up there. Today I have probably seen at least 5, 6 boats here fishing for bass. A couple of kayakers. Still looking for that first fish over 4 pounds. I've only caught 1 fish this year. It's been a kind of a slow start. Weather's been like this. Messing with the fish. It'll make the fish move up, start doing their thing, and then cold weather will move in and push them fish right back out. Right back to the start of the spring or start of the spawn. Back to the staging areas is what the cold weather forces them back to. Or some of them don't even move, they just lock jaw right away. The boat holds water pretty good, no leaks. And that boat going to shit. Nice little one-man boat. We're still looking for one of them trout eaters. Where are you at? Thanks in. If you just tapped in, appreciate everyone. Be sure to hit the like button, comment below. What's your favorite search bait? Last 3 years, this has become mine. The 8-inch Kitech or 7.8 Kitech. Oh, Steve, I'm fishing a lake in Kitsap County, specifically Port Orchard, Washington. I don't really give out the names of the lakes. But if you know, you know. It's a fairly somewhat small lake, but fish is like a big lake. Still ain't all that warm out. So I'm fishing on the Olympic Peninsula, Kitsap County, Washington. Shitty pitch. Biggest fish I caught at this particular lake with this bait exactly is a 660. Here in Washington State, that's a freaking trophy fish. I've caught a lot of 6-pound bass, even though my personal best is a 10.6 here in Washington State. Caught it on a buzzbait. As I am a topwater fanatic, 3/4 of the year. Once that water gets up and over about 55, 60 degrees, which here in the next probably 30 days, the water will go up to that water mark or temp mark. I think we should make a move. Thank you for tapping in. If you just tapped in, I'm Swimbait 79. I fish larger and average sized baits, catching larger and average sized bass. I'm starting to catch up to that boat. I think it's time to pick up, fire up the big motor, and smash down the lake. About a 10-mile-an-hour north wind that we have right now. Enough told. Take a drink. Oh, awesome. Will Mac, what's up, man? Obi Force, you're correct, sir. It's definitely a little bit nippy today. I'll put you all up on the phone holder for a minute. All right. Here we go. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Fixing my harness here. Got 12 brave souls watching me right now. Uh-huh. There go half the people. Right. All right, I'm gonna throw the Kitech. Definitely need to maybe come back through here before I leave and throw a chatterbait through here. I know someone that's already come through here and caught a few fish a couple weeks ago on chatterbait. That's if it's bugging me to not catch a fish. Most time it don't bug me to get skunked. Sometimes I need to have that stank on my finger. This is normally a giant pad field just on the inside of the outside edge. Outside edge is over here to my right. Let the swallows out, eating up all the bugs. It's one of the most fertile lakes in Washington State that I have found. Got a pretty good ecosystem on this lake. I saw a giant otter just probably about 2 hours ago. Just backstroking out in the deep water, having a good old time. Probably one of the biggest otters I've seen. All right, so as we come up here, there's a little corner here, inside corner, that kind of breaks off to the side. At least the pads do. I have found an inside corner. The conditions are right. Should be some fish posted up on there. I don't know how good they're going to post up on a post front day. Normally the bite sucks, and the bite has already sucked for the first 2 hours, so go figure there. But it's getting towards the end of the day. Fish could definitely move back up on here or towards the end of the day. Like I said earlier, my favorite conditions are overcast, windy, a little bit of rain. Those are prime conditions for me to be throwing this bait in this area. Average size fish that I catch with this swim bait is a 3 to 5 pound fish. To me, that's enough said. Why throw anything else? Every year it gets a little bit more and more where I want to throw this bait, and only this bait. I'm a big fan of that 8-inch and 10-inch mag draft. But this Kitech, man, just don't see enough people throwing the big Kitech. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. Appreciate everyone tapping in. People prefer to watch this on their phone or their TVs. My live streams. I like to know so I know which way to turn my phone when I do the live stream. I feel like doing it at the wide screen is the best. Right now I have the shit upright. Let me know in the comments. I have 20 years experience of doing this. I've caught many, many trophy fish here in the PNW. I've literally caught hundreds of 6-pound or bigger fish. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I used to be a social media hater, as I was never on social media before, up until about 3 years ago. But I love sharing with folks how I catch fish. I love seeing other folks catch fish just like how I caught fish. And I could see that bass bug bite them right away. Definitely looking for the next generation of Kitech throwers and trout eater Kitech throwers. Need to get the younger generation into throwing the big Kitech. And the 8-inch mag draft, the 10-inch mag draft. Those two swim baits require kind of specialized gear to throw. This, not really. You throw it on a 7'6" heavy action rod. Just your basic flipping rod. This swim bait weighs less than 2 ounces. Has big drawing power on largemouth. We're waiting for my shit to get smoked. We're right at the inside bend of this. You can see. Just tapped in. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Please share this. Don't forget to hit the like button. Try to catch a fish for y'all. Things here in the PNW are definitely starting to warm up a little bit by little bit. Slowly but surely. Sooner or later, we're going to have 60, 70-degree spring weather coming. It's going to bump everything up. Drastic changes coming in the next 30 days here in Washington State. Damn, I know these fish are here. They just don't come up and nip at this bait. They like totally try to kill this bait. They will flatline this bait. Starting to white cap a little bit. Definitely a tough bite going on for the day. That's 100% from the cold front that has moved through this area. Freaking my swim bait got a freaking cape on it. Freaking Batman. Cape Crusader. Got some snot on there. It's not gonna happen. That's a yum. Damn, it's like a booger won't get off your finger. I'll flick that son of a gun and ain't going nowhere. Spin around. Just waiting to get smashed. David Thompson, yes, sir. I don't see any of the pros being sponsored from Temu, so I hate to say it, but the Temu tackle still will catch fish, but I don't see any of the pros on the pro circuits repping that tackle or any of the tackle to it. Bob Edwards, I have a fly rod. OB Force, yeah, 3-pounder on some ultralight. Silly salmon fishing. Hopefully you're still watching, man. What's up? Thanks for subbing, buddy. Daniel Lurgans. Why you buying a plug anyways? What you mean, man? I don't think you realize what bites this 3 to 5 pound fish. This ain't no Temu shit right here, buddy. You throw the swim bait in the middle of most anything, comes out unscathed. I throw it on a 65-pound braid, 7'9" heavy action rod. I'll throw this from spring to fall. Sometimes I get tired of fish bass baits, like crankbaits, chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, rattle traps, like all that shit right there. I just like throwing this big shit because I know if I get bit on the big shit, guess what? It's going to be a big fish. 70% of the time, it's going to be a really nice fish. Just forgot that. Yeah, back to the Temu thing. You never see any trophy bass fishermen fishing with Temu shit. You just don't. There's a reason why. The reason why you don't see pros repping Temu as a sponsor with Temu baits. Don't get me wrong, the Temu baits will catch a fish in a pinch, but I'm definitely not going to set out for trophy hunting with that stuff. Dang it. Check the chat. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Thanks for joining in. Yamaha colors. There are cutthroat in the lake with a little bit of rainbow. I don't know if there's much rainbow in here. Mostly it has a yellow perch, crappie, bass, a little bit of bullhead catfish. OB force, yes you can. You can. This comes through the cover just perfect, man. I got two colors I like to throw when the sun's out. It's electric shad. When overcast, cloudy, rainy conditions, it's going to be the sexy shad. If you check out my latest videos, I have a video on how to modify that flashy swimmer hook so that stupid little wire that comes on there with the blade doesn't break off when you're throwing this rig. Trust me, the action will pick up here. It will intensify with this bait. Like I said, it's all through the summer. I could throw this shit around like sparse lily pads. Oh yeah. Throw it on straight braid. I used to throw the Kitech on a 25-pound fluorocarbon early in the year, but then I just switched to braid and I just, fuck, why go back? This is one of the best rods for that swim bait. Plus it doubles as a big top water type rod. This rod's rated 1 to 4 ounces. This swim bait setup is just under 2 ounces in weight. And if the 7.8 is too large for your liking, you definitely drop down to this 6.8. There's a 5.8. You just got to find the appropriate sized hook for it. For the 6.8, I would recommend going with that 8/0 flashy swimmer hook made by owner Beast. And then for the 7.8, I would get the 10/0. 5/0, you probably get away with the, or the 5.8, you probably get away with the 6/0. You can drop down to like a 4.8. Do that with a 5/0 on like a straight braid on a fairy wand. I'm just not looking for fish. I don't care about fish under 3 pounds right now when I fish this bait. Like I said, on average, I catch 3 to 5 pound fish on it. Majority of them are going to be in the 4 pound fish, 4 pound class. It's just about everywhere I throw this bait, I get bit at it. If you look at some of my material from last summer, a lot of it was from here. I had some really good days with this bait last year. It's a giant grass lake for those that don't know. To me, your fish at grass lakes tend to bite earlier in the year than other fish at other type of lakes. Just tapping in, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Be sure to hit the like button. Share this with your fishing buddy. On a big old lily pad field, throwing a Kitech 7.8. Got a strong north wind. Post front conditions. The future's looking grim. I've had one bite. And it was not when I was live. It was before I went live. Got my trolling motor on 100% right now. Don't think that school of fish have pulled up here just yet. Maybe this cold front knocked them back offshore. I love watching a big old fat fish come up and just flatline this bait right at the boat. Oh, it's so cool. It's always right when I get ready to pull that out of the water. One just comes up and smokes that freaking swim bait. Man, it is chilly. I'm layered up in full Gore-Tex suit. Definitely thinking about putting the top on. I got my rain defender on, made by Carhartt. It's a top-notch hoodie for all you outdoorsmen. It's oversized as well, so I can definitely layer up underneath it. Let's check the chat. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. No matter where you're at in the world watching me. Yes. Thanks for tapping in on this beautiful Sunday here in Washington State. All right. I do have a rattle trap tied on. I think I might throw a trap over here, yo-yo it through these lily pad fields. Comes a big boat. What up, big worm? It's not even a bass guy. The towboat. At least I don't see a trolling motor on the front. So chat, back to this Kitech 7.8. It's a very addicting bait to fish. Once you realize what bites this bait, And time after time after time, it just comes through every time. It gets the right bites. I could throw this bait for probably 14 hours straight. Compared to other swim baits of its size, they're usually at least 3 ounces or more, which kind of makes you have to have specialized rods to be able to throw that bait. I like giant top water, so this rod definitely I will be able to throw the Whopper Plopper 190 with this rod. That's one of my favorite top waters. I caught my first 30-pound sack of fish, 5 fish, at Lake X with that top water in the month of August. Which, if you're familiar with bass fishing in August, it's not really a banger of a month for most. Most people struggle to catch fish, struggle to find fish. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Uh-huh. That is some really warm water that we're sitting in. I'll show y'all. 51.63. Think I've been here a few times. Uh-huh. Another bass boat. think I'm gonna spin around and go back. "5:06 p.m. here in the Pacific Northwest. Took out about 2 hours. Two hours before it even starts to get dark. I always say that in the springtime, bright bluebird skies, those are like tough days to really catch fish, especially early in the year. I take them cloudy days, rainy days that most people don't like. That's what I like. I just need like an 8, 9 pounder to come up, smoke this bait, smoke it. A little late there, dog. Thanks for tapping in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for tapping in on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Late afternoon, almost early evening. Oh, no, that wasn't. That was. I didn't mean to set the hook. I just felt a thunk. It's a piece of earth. No fish. I'm practicing, man. Fucking practicing. Fake y'all out. As soon as I went to go swing, I just saw that. Oh shit, I just spooked something right there. Something was sunning itself right there. Spin back around, go up in there. She was shut. Since we got the full arsenal, why not utilize it, huh? At the old punch rig. That's an ounce and a quarter tungsten flipping weight I have on there. 5/0 straight shank flipping hook. And some kind of craw. Forget who makes this craw. Show you all this rig here shortly. It's one of my favorite summertime rigs to throw at this lake. I love punching the lily pads and the bulrush, pencil reeds, whatever you want to call that shit. With some straight Florida type fishing. Sometimes just dead sticking it with a taut line is all you need to do. You feel that donk, you see your line swimming off. I'll show you all this rig. So this is my punching rig right here. Ounce and a quarter weight. I have it double pegged in case one of your pegs burns off or falls off, whatever it may be. 5/0 straight shank flipping hook. Some kind of little beaver crawfish looking thing. Creature bait. Got on a 65-pound braid. "7'9" heavy action rod. 200 size reel. My big top water rod. Well, at least we spooked something in the middle of this little bay right here. This little bay will warm up a lot faster and warmer than the water outside of it, especially when the wind's blowing from the north. It's protected from the north wind, which is really good. You want to find little key areas like that. I'll check the chat here shortly. Appreciate everyone tapping in. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to share this with your fishing buddies. It's an early spring bass fishing here in the PNW. The fish are just starting to show up in the shallows. Check the chat right now, see how everyone's doing. Hardtop please guy, what's up? Incompetent fisherman. Ken Dog, yes sir. Water temp's getting better. 51.55 right now. Ken Dog, I'm in Kitsap County. I'm on the other side of the bridge. I'm in Port Orchard, Washington. Still waiting for a hardtop please guy. Tell me what part of incompetent fisherman I am. Please explain. Elaborate, Mr. Armchair Angler. There we go. Come on, fishy, fishy. Reminds me of some California Delta type water right there. This is close quarter combat and bass fishing right here. As you just want to pitch your bait out in front of you, maybe 20 feet at the most. 25 at the most. 15 to 25 is really what you're looking to pitch your bait. Sometimes you don't have to touch your bait. Didn't really know what that was. Let me see if Mr. Incompetent Fisherman replied to me yet. Or if he just wanted to say something stupid and carry on. Yep, he never, no show. I'm up on the south end, working my way up the north end. I'm on the east side of this lake that's located in Port Orchard, Washington. I do have a big old fat black and blue jig on there with a rubber skirt instead of a silicone skirt. This is a skirtless bait right here that I'm fishing with. I think folks will be very surprised how aggressive bass will be in water that's under 50 degrees. In Florida, when cold fronts come through, the fish bury themselves up into shit like this. It's one of the only ways you can get the fish, get into the fish. Hard top, please, guy. You probably fish with the fairy one. I don't have one in the boat, buddy. You got a duck. I think I got to throw. I think it was on that pipe. There's a little white water pipe runs the length of that dock. I saw the fish had my bait as my line swimming off, but it was on that pipe. Damn. I'm about to set the hook. It would have been a shit show. Damn, I need to quit touching my bait. My fingers are frozen. Terrible. There we go. That's all I need right there. That's all I need. A little white house right there. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. It trips you out when you throw that bait right on top of a fish. As soon as it hits the water, you feel that thunk, and you see that thing swimming off. Crazy reaction. The grass, I almost cracked that thing. All right. We're going to throw this around. Never seen this? This is the G Flag 175. It's a soft plastic glide bait. It's like the new big craze in bass fishing. Got some crazy action to it. I'm still kind of learning how to exactly fish it. Look at that thing. That thing just looks beautiful in the freaking water. Still learning the cadence with it. You either chop it or you can kind of chop glide it. Has a super slow fall, super slow, like a giant jerkbait. Super cool. I like working it and killing it and just letting it sink. Look at that shit. I'm throwing this on a 7-foot medium heavy, or 7'6" medium heavy. I think the glide bait weighs 2.2 ounces, so it's just a touch undersized for the bait as far as rated for that weight. Already saw Matt Allen fishing with this bait on Tactical Bassin. It was given to me by my buddy that's more into swim baits than I. Yeah. Dirty Nap City. I have the Nessie as well, man. Yamaha colors. No trout. I don't fish for trout, buddy. I fish with trout. Trout colored lures or trout imitators. There's a cutthroat trout and maybe some rainbow trout in here. But I don't really chase trout. I chase the trout eaters. Yes, sir. Chatterbaits. There's a few guys that were here, or a guy earlier that was here. And I think last week or the week before, within 1 to 2 weeks ago, he was smashing them on a chatterbait at this lake. In fact, last year I was fishing the Nessie and I lost a 5-6 pounder on the Nessie. Got the Nessie in the 9-inch. All right. Oh, I got some. Maybe not. I have a hitchhiker on there? I think I do. Yeah. Once again, this is the G Flag 175. I definitely can't wait for the water to get just a touch more warmer. Push forth a bunch of fish. Well, this next moon phase is already going to push forth a bunch of fish. That was almost a bad cast. We got a duck. Need to start seeing this shit turn green, but it don't start really growing until the water's at least 50. Talking, I think today is the first 50-degree day that I've seen here at this lake. Even though I think it reached 50 or just below 50 here a couple weeks ago. And these cold fronts came in and knocked the water temp back down, pushed the fish back out. Pretty strong wind. Oh, I just get flatlined right now. Blow it up. Pick the Kitech back up. Skip one up underneath there. I already got a bite on this dock before. I think last weekend on this exact bait. Oh shit, that was a shitty cast. Good thing I got it back. Oh yeah, let's just abort the skipping shit, huh? Go home. This is a tough bite today with this post front day. The best thing about days like today is it makes it better for tomorrow. These days are learning days. I don't play with finesse lures as much as I once did. Don't get me wrong, finesse lures, you can catch some giant fish, you can catch a lot of fish, flat out catch fish. It's what the pros rely on when the fish aren't acting on like moving baits, like what I'm throwing right now. If you're just tapping in, I appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button. Fishing a local lake in Kitsap County, Washington State. Things are just starting to warm up here in the Pacific Northwest. Even though it's not very warm. Biggest fish that I've caught with this bait at this lake is a 660 Kitech. Like I said, once you figure out what bites the Kitech, it's hard to go and throw anything else. "5:42 p.m. Hope everyone's doing great on this Sunday. Johnny Lamb, what's up, man? Nick, what's up? Water clarity is clear. I thought it'd be a little bit more stained or, off color further up north. It's not the case. Yeah, it's pretty clear. How's Mr. Nick Nutty doing today? I got one bite, and it was before I went live. Nada. There we go. Doink. Last weekend I got a bite on that very same cast. Not today. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday afternoon or early evening. Jesse Ruffin catching largemouth bass, or trying to. Nothing under 3 pounds I really care about. 3-pounders or bigger. Jesse Ruffin, I have one bite so far. It was on this bait. Felt like a fish tried to eat the blade. Could have been a trout. Thanks for tapping in on the Sunday early evening. We're in Washington State, fishing a Kitech 7.8, looking for trophy fish, pre-spawn, post-front conditions. Damn. Hoping something will come out there and flatline that son of a bitch. That's a really bad scoop. That other boat that passed me up, the two dudes in the green boat. There was only one dude in that green boat earlier, and I passed him up. Asked him how he was doing. Said he caught 2 fish. They were first thing in the morning. Earlier it was a lot cloudier. A lot more clouds in the sky. I feel like the bite probably turned off as soon as the skies went blue. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. We're towards the end of the day. It's 5:55 p.m. Got about another hour to fish. So calling all Tina, all Tammys, all of them, everything. We'll ring that dinner bell with the swing of the tail of the Kitech 7.8. We got some shade lines coming about late in the day. Dang. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Eat my shit. This is roughly about the same spot as I caught a 660 on this exact bait. It's a different month, though. What's funny is I think that fish had threw her eggs already. I think that fish was post spawn. She weighed 660, like close to 8 with eggs. That guy in just a freaking t-shirt up there. Fucking hoodie on, man. I got 15 layers on. I'm still chilled. Uh, all right, I think I gotta put you guys on the charger. Nick, water temp right now is 50.54. You're at 23%. There. If you're wondering why the sound sucks, I took the microphone off so I could charge the phone faster. Here we go. Victor, how you doing? Jackson Martinez, how you doing? Lauren Wood, how you doing? I'm doing great. Mr. Nick Nutty said hi. Mrs. Nick Nutty said hi. Hi.